Menlo Park, California, May 2017. Scientists working at the SLAC National Accelerator Laboratory fire the world's most powerful X-ray laser at a molecule.
They were looking to see what would happen if you took an atom with a lot of electrons and hit it with a high-energy X-rays. Could you knock the electrons out of orbit around the atom and produce something that had very few electrons? But the system behaved very differently than expected.
At first, the experiment goes as planned. Electrons are knocked out of their orbits like pinballs. But then, in 1/4,000,000th of a second, a powerful force sucks electrons into a void, and the molecule dramatically explodes.
The electrons were then compressed and then drew other electrons into the process. And by golly, it looked like a black hole.
A black hole? A region of space that exhibits such a strong gravitational field that nothing, not even light, can escape from it?
Fundamentally, they're just a lot of mass crammed into a very small space. What does that mean? It means there's a very strong gravitational field around them. Light can't even escape. And that's where it gets the name black hole.
When one puts in spin into the black hole equations, one gets a much more exotic phenomenon. What happens then is you get a vortex around the black hole, a vortex of space-time.
And here we actually saw something that resembled a black hole, except it wasn't gravitational. It was electromagnetic. That is, it used the power of laser beams. Now, how is that possible? Well, it turns out that in Einstein's theory, not just gravity, but any form of energy, if it's concentrated enough, could become a black hole.
Normally, when we think of black holes, we think of a collapsed star and a great mass. But with these new experiments, it's showing us that black holes can be created in different ways, including with electromagnetic energy or high-energy pulses in a laboratory. And so, therefore, black holes could be in any place.
On Earth, there have been stories of people missing time or jumping a distance at much faster speeds than what it would have taken in their plane or in their boat. And that raises the question whether very strange things apply in the vicinity of a black hole.
Maybe a vortex opens, maybe some type of passageway into the other realms and dimensions which exist all around us.
Ancient astronaut theorists suggest that evidence of humans taking incredible journeys through time-space portals exists in ancient texts from all over the world. One such example can even be found in the Old Testament of the Hebrew Bible and involves the story of Moses on Mount Sinai.
Something very bizarre happened on Mount Sinai. There's an ancient legend that states when God calls Moses to heaven, a cloud descended. And then it curiously states, a door opened in the cloud, and Moses walked in. The door closed behind him, and he ascended. According to the Bible, Moses ascends for 40 days and 40 nights, does not eat, does not drink, does not sleep. 40 days passed for us on earth. How much time passed for Moses in heaven? What was the opening at Mount Sinai? It sounds like the cloud was some type of a transportational device within the context of an open vortex. If this has any kind of a literal understanding to it, then a doorway to heaven would have been an alteration in the fabric of space as we understand it today, possibly of time itself. In light of our modern understandings, we need to reinvestigate what the Bible is actually teaching us.